Ride with this vibe, ride with this vibe. My delegation, the real is the acts of the apostle. Ride with this vibe, delegation, the real is the acts of the apostles. I know the prophet. Mount Zion, God body building up like Lou Ferrigno. The gospel that we pumping, we work out everywhere we go. Stop, I say to Levi, watch I go on the bench. And K Pasta, the Northern Kingdom, tell Judah to get up with me. We on the road, cruising so smooth, I just let the top down. Do everything in order, we solid then from the top down. We standing up for the most high against the evildoers. Wicked niggas out here scoffing, but somebody had to do it. They just talking while we proving the gospel that we stand on. We fit for the defense against who handling the word wrong. No, this ain't no vacation, but feel the sunshine vibes. It's all work and no play. We soaring, look how time flies. So fly, most high, fresh, purple with the gold.
The book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward.
It said the heads judge for reward. Meaning the leaders. The head is a leader. How you doing, my brother? You all right? They said the heads judge for reward. You know anything about T.D. Jakes? Yeah? How much do it cost for him to have a virtual meeting with a church?
Not sure.
Anywhere from $100,000 to $250,000. If you don't believe me, look up T.D. Jakes Ministries and look up Visitation or whatever it is that you can find. It's on his website. He tell you the price. It costs $200,000 for him to talk to you, and that's just a virtual meeting. That dude went to Nigeria. Nigerians had to pay $75,000 for him to come. To eat. To have a sit down. Read.
And the priests thereof teach for hire.
The priests teach for what?
For hire.
For what?
For hire.
You gotta hire these priests to come and teach. In order for me to tell you, what's your name? Easy? In order for me to tell you Easy, look bro, the reason why we going through what we going through now as a people is because we broke God's laws. Point blank period. We could come up with a million different ways of saying, oh, well, black people just at the bottom. Well, that's just how it is. Well, you know, white people oppress us. Well, it's the system. You know, the system was made like that. But we stronger than everybody, right, Easy? So all of the black people that we saw through history, right? That then rebelled and came up. You had Nat Turner, you had Sir Jonah Truth, you had Marcus Garvey. Yeah, all these different people. You know what I'm saying? That then rose up and did certain things for their people. The people who built the neighborhood of Rosewood, the people who made Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that some little bitty ass white man was able to control all us like that?
I know.
Why?
Our brain. They can't beat us with the muscle, so they destroyed our brain.
Why we didn't beat they behind up before they even tried to get with our brain? It's easy. Somebody mess with your head, and I know you look like you from the street. Somebody play with your emotions Easy. I know you about ready to put hands on them. Am I lying? All right now, so think about this. We smaller in stature than our forefathers. They was a lot bigger than us, right? So why didn't they just beat the hell out of them white boys and try to play games with them? And look. They did it before we knew their language. Before we even knew English, they had us in subjection. How?
So many of them is more weak. So many weak motherfuckers. Excuse my language, but like, okay, just say we're a group,
right? And
we going to attack somebody, and if I'm the only one, and then my whole crew stand aside, like it's like when you're alone, it's more weak motherfuckers. It's more weak niggas, you know. So strength is in numbers, and that's what they pray on. That's what I feel. I don't know. Like there's no reason why we should be in the situation that we in right now.
There is
no reason why.
There is, but watch. I'm gonna give you some history. You know that dance capoeira, the fighting style?
Yeah.
Capoeira? That was Israelites that came up with that. See, white folk thought that we was just dancing. And then when they tried to attack us, we whooped their ass.
That's right.
They had men like Gaspar Younger, who held off white people all for 50 years. Whooping them.
How we lost the battle though?
I'm gonna show you. You got it? Leviticus 26, break the pride of that power. I think it's 17, maybe 15, something like that. That's wild. 26:19. Read that.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 19. I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heaven as iron and your earth as brass.
Now watch this. He said he's going to break the pride of our power. Easy. When he said he's going to make your heaven as brass, that's what he's talking about. When we looked up, if he was to look up right now, what are you going to see? Iron. When they look down at their feet, what they had on their feet? Chains and shackles of brass. You know what I'm saying? But how was they able to do it to us? Read it again.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 19. I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heaven, as iron, and your earth as brass.
He said he gonna break the pride of our power. We gods, right? Easy. But what happens when the ultimate God takes your godlike power?
I don't know why would he do that.
Because, that's a very good question. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it up.
Alan, do you know why that the God that made us as gods took our godhood away from us? Think about it. Not following the rules. That brother on fire. Watch this, we're going to read it now.
They're to have it if they ain't following the rules.
Exactly. There's rules to everything, right? There's rules to board games. There's rules to Madden. There's rules in the street. But for some reason, when it comes to the Bible, we don't want to follow what's actually written in here.
Right.
We make every excuse in the world to not follow what's written in here. But then say, damn, why are we at the bottom? Why white people hate us so much? Why did that white boy that was 18 years old go to Buffalo, New York, drive 4 hours away from where he lived, and kill all them black people? Why? We always had that word, why? This is why. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He said, it's gonna come to pass, meaning it's gonna happen. If we do not listen to the voice of God. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
If we don't follow the rules that he put forth, because guess what? Is a kingdom built on people doing whatever they want to do? If we kings too, right? We gods and we kings, right? But gods and kings got rules, and they even in your house.
Right.
You got kids.
Right.
Your kids could do whatever they want in your house. Come inside whenever they feel like it. Throw the dishes in the sink, not clean it. Leave the trash not took out. Not cut the grass. No, they got rules. And when they don't follow the rules, what happens?
You gotta deal with it.
You gotta deal with it. How you deal with it?
I don't know exactly how to tell
They
you.
get an ass whooping.
Yeah,
Let's be real. They get an ass whooping.
Bring it out.
I got my ass whooped a lot of times.
Me too.
And guess what? That made us stronger, didn't it? We knew.
Right.
We knew. Somebody say, "Hey, boy, you better." Yes, I got you. I got you covered. We ain't never made that mistake. Not too many times after their ass whooping. And guess what? God ain't gonna come down here with a leather belt and whoop our ass. You know what he gonna do? He gonna have them whoop our ass.
Right.
He gonna have scrawny, weak white people come in our neighborhoods and set up stores and take all our money.
Right.
Give sellout pastors money to set up churches to take more of our money. Make a school system that teaches us to be a servant rather than an entrepreneur.
That's right.
Because most black people that are entrepreneurs, you know black entrepreneurs, right? A few black entrepreneurs? Did they learn what they learned in school, or did they learn by trial and error? You wanna know why? Because they don't teach Negroes how to be entrepreneurs and how to be successors. They teach people how to be workers. Making it to some black people is working at Walmart, believe it or not. If they work at Walmart, especially the distribution center, oh, they done made it. I'm about to do 20 years flat here.
That's really the truth, because I had a situation where I told somebody like what I want, what my goals and ambitions were.
Yep.
And it was like, man, you got to take care of your family, you got to get a job and work, and I'm like, well, why should I work for somebody else and make money to just survive when I could,
But that's a good mind to have. And it go back to what Easy said. It's that weakness. A lot of our people are too weak to take the step of faith on them own selves. If you got a plan in your head and you know for a fact it'll work, you'll step out on faith on it. I know plenty of people who done spent their last on a half a key with no problem. But to go get an EIN number and to invest their own money into their own business, well, that's when they get shook. See, how people wise to do evil. Read on. Watch this. It said, if we don't listen to God's laws, right? Read.
That all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee.
He said we was going to be cursed as a people. If we did not do what he said, we're going to be cursed as a people. I'm going to show you a few curses. Verse 30.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
They say what?
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
You know that happened in slavery, right?
Yeah.
That happened in slavery.
Still
Quiet is kept. Hey, quiet is kept. It happened today too. A lot of these little females, or they going to Dubai, they going to Miami, they going to Cuba, Puerto Rico, and they doing diabolical nastiness for money. And most of them married. A lot of them be having boyfriends and stuff. But guess what? They be doing that stuff for money. So they gonna betroth the wife, another man shall lie with her. Who else that happened to in history? On a scale like it happened to us.
Nobody I know, because I know one thing. This, as far as I know, I'm not saying that I'm right when I say things. I'm just saying, I feel we the most feared, dangerous people. We are the creators.
Yes,
us,
yes.
our DNA.
Yep.
So the full attack, you just said, who else it happening to? Nobody. Because we the only threat to everything.
Now, off the verse we read before this, why did it happen? We know that it happened and that it is happening, but why?
I want to take out some.
Because we didn't follow the rules. There was rules right here, easy, and we ain't want to follow them. So he said, you know what, fine. You don't want to follow me. Matter of fact, I'm what the Bible said. Go to verse 46. Watch what the Bible say, easy.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
What's going to be upon us? Those curses was going to be upon us forever. Because guess what? We're going to lose our identity. We're going to call ourselves Negroes, African American, Egyptians, gods, kings. But that's not a nation. There's no nation called king. There's no nation called gods. There's no nation called black. There's no nation called nigger. There's no nation called Negro. There's no nation called African America. But when we got all that stuff took out from us, now we can go in the Bible and say, damn, all these things happen to these people, and they happen to us in history, we must be them people. We must be the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
Because we didn't want to serve God, we wanted to celebrate Christmas. We wanted to do Thanksgiving. We wanted to do Easter. We wanted to celebrate Mother's Day because we're so emotional. I will put my mother on the pedestal. What? God made your mama. And then your daddy impregnated your mama. Come on now. Where in the Bible do it say celebrate Mother's Day? But we do it. Not you. Maybe not you. But guess what? A lot of our people do. Read. So he said, because we didn't want to serve God, who we going to serve?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
God sent our enemies against us. Just like God has sent blessings your way and you can't stop it, he sent our enemies against us and we couldn't stop them. All because we didn't want to follow the rules. We did not want to follow the rules. He said, all right, fine. You don't want to worship me? You don't want to do what I say? Now you do what he said. The white folks say, get out the car, nigga. What you do? You get out the car. Say something smart if you want to and get shot. And we're going to read about you and we're going to look at you on World Star. We're going to see about you on YouTube. Oh, Easy died, but he wasn't no punk. How far that's going to get you? Then what's going to happen to your kids? Or will they follow in your footsteps? Will they be protected when you gone? Watch, he said we're going to serve our enemies. Watch, read.
In hunger.
In hunger. Where we go for our food, Alan? Who own the stove? Not just the white man, the East Indians, the Arabs, the Chinese. Guess who owned Walmart? Not white people. White people sold it. They created it. Chinese people own Walmart now. That's why they're getting all the fake foods in there right now.
Is it fixable?
Oh, yes, my brother Easy. It is very fixable.
How can we fix this?
I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna finish this verse, and I'm gonna jump to another verse that's irrefutable on who we are. Then I'm gonna go to how we fix it. You ready to fix it, Alan? Watch. Read. Finish out 48.
And in thirst.
In thirst. We don't own Aquafina, Design. We don't even own the water company. Read.
And in nakedness.
We don't own the clothes on our back. We bought it, but somebody else made it. Read.
And in want of all things.
If you want to live, you need a birth certificate that they give you. If you want to die, you need a death certificate that they give you. You want a car, you got to go to them. You want a license, you got to go to them. You want insurance, you got to go to them. If the pastors want to learn the Bible, they got to go to their enemies. Ain't no pastor teach this. They actually are scared of this. They call us a hate group because we reading the Bible.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.